Hey folks, it's Tim Knight here. The market continues its upward push. I've been, for my sake, more and more comfortable going long positions which have patterns that I like. And I think I don't know if I've ever had this evenly balanced a portfolio between bull versus bearish positions. As the ES in front of you shows, it's just pushing higher just about every day. I think I just read that something like what was it? 82% of the past 28 closes have been up. So pretty powerful stuff. Now, as I mentioned a couple of days ago during the weekend, I can see the S&P pushing its way to an often cited level amongst technicians, which is 1225, and the Indu would in turn get past the psychologically important 11,000 level. That's just spitting distance away at this point, a mere 27 points. So Dow at like 11,250, S&P at already forgotten 1225 or so. And until that time, I'm certainly not looking for any more bearish ideas. At the moment, let me just give you I'll just thumb through some of the things that I'm long right now, just to give you a sense as to what kind of patterns I'm liking. I'll just kind of thumb through these without a lot of commentary, but by and large, they are nice basing patterns which are pushing above certain horizontal lines. Some of these stocks aren't exactly captains of industry, but it's the patterns I'm after. Las Vegas, I've mentioned many, many times over the past couple of weeks, and this is just a really pretty pattern. We've got the breakout here that took place last August, and then a smaller pattern we've broken above, and we're at a new high for many months here on Las Vegas. So this is just a very pretty pattern, a good increase in volume there. This is the kind of pattern I can really get behind. If it got into the lowish 30s, I'd probably be getting personally nervous about taking profits. But that's a nice one. McDonald's, of all things, I've mentioned this before too. This is just one of those, I guess, blue chip solid performers that just keeps moving higher. Not going to set any worlds on fire, but people like their hamburgers, I guess. This was one I tripped across today that I like quite a bit. Symbol ME, M-E, Mariner Energy. I like the fact this has had a nice breakout on good volume. That's a pretty one. MF I've mentioned before. Here's MoneyGram. Similar to Las Vegas, kind of a little brother of the former pattern. It burst above here. This one I went long a few days ago with good results, and this is one of those stocks that it's a little challenging for me to figure out where to take profits on, because some of these things just keep moving up farther than you would ever imagine, but kind of a zany one there. Here's another real pretty one, Patriot. If it breaks above this line here, 2237, it'll get nicer still. It's right on the cusp of doing that, but that's a very nice one. You guys probably aren't used to seeing all these bullish patterns on my blog, but here they are. Pets I've mentioned many times. Panera Bread Company, new high here. There are some stocks that seem to make lifetime highs every day that are just so high and have moved so fast I'm just not comfortable. Like this one here, I do not own, but congrats to those who do Netflix. This just seems to be unstoppable. Another one, PRGO, I just sort of marvel at. This thing just up and up and up. And somebody mentioned today, this one, Cree, up nearly 10% today. Just sensational movements here. Ruby Tuesday I've mentioned before, RT. This one I tripped across today, new as well. I got it kind of late in the day. I don't know why it had a little tumble with strong energy, but this one seemed kind of promising. SDTH, Tupperware. New lifetime high on that one. UFS, Virgin Media. Here's one that that I've been watching a long time and I own, and it's really slow to move, but it's ever so slowly creeping higher. Xerox had a nice day today, as did one stock that's not here, Eastman Kodak, of all things, went up over 13%. So all these kind of classic 1960s companies, for whatever reason, had a big day today. And then finally, Zion Bank did well too. I think. Oh yeah, I showed KRE already. Anyway, now not to suggest that I'm only in bullish positions. I've still got quantity-wise, I've got 29 longs and 43 shorts, but that's much more balanced than usual. And some of those longs are on the large-ish side, so it's pretty nicely balanced. But long story short with this is that, so to speak, the template I guess I'm working with is to give the market a little more room here to go higher. And I've been over this before, and that's why I've been going into these attractive long patterns. Given what's happened over the past 13 months or so, I'm not necessarily going to act in a fashion which means that, okay, once we reach 11,250, then go crazy shorting again, because I'm just remain increasingly skeptical about what the market's going to hold. I do think the most logical impetus for weakness again would be when earnings start to tumble out. Because if earnings start coming out and the market isn't just captivated by them, you could see some profit taking. Nothing huge, but an opportunity for something meaningful like 7-8% decline, because things are getting kind of extreme here. So I don't usually show a lot of longs, but I thought I'd do a change of pace tonight. So that's it for me. I know I've been kind of quiet on the blog lately, but not too much else to say. Relatively quiet couple of weeks on economic reports here, so I guess the next big zeitgeist will be earnings as the middle of the month approaches us. So that will be all. Good night.